The village, nestled amidst rolling hills of southern Germany, had always been a picture of tranquility. Sunlight danced on cobblestone streets and laughter echoed through the market square. Children, their voices like cheerful birdsong, chased each other through the town square. Then the war came. Gone were the vibrant hues of life, replaced by a somber palette of grey. The once lively market square stood eerily deserted, save for a few weary villagers queuing for meagre rations. The echo of marching boots and distant artillery fire replaced the laughter of children. The shadow of war had fallen upon their peaceful village, casting a pall over their once joyful lives. Whispers of distant battles and fallen soldiers reached the village, carried on the wind that rustled through the now barren fields. Fear, like a venomous serpent, coiled around the hearts of the villagers. Each day was a prayer, each night a vigil, as they longed for the war's end and the return of their loved ones. Jacob, a boy of 7 with eyes as blue as the summer sky, felt the war's impact deeply. He missed the carefree days of playing hide-and-seek with his friends in the wheat fields, their laughter swallowed by the golden waves. Now the fields lay empty, a silent testament to the war's insatiable appetite. Jakob's solace was a small wooden soldier, a gift from his father, Otto, before he left for the front lines. The soldier, carved from oak with loving hands, stood tall and proud on Jakob's bedside table, a symbol of his father's strength and a beacon of hope in these uncertain times.
Each night I would whisper my fears and hopes to the wooden figure, imagining it carried my words to my father, far away.
Jakob clung to the memory of his father's warm embrace and the reassuring sound of his voice. He yearned for the day Otto would return home, the war, a distant nightmare. Until then, the wooden soldier remained his constant companion, a tangible link to his father's love that transcended the horrors of war. Jakob vividly remembered the day his father left. Otto, a tall, strong man with kind eyes that mirrored the vast sky, had knelt before him, a gentle smile gracing his lips. He had placed the wooden soldier in Jakob's small hand, its smooth surface warm against his palm.
Be brave, my son. This soldier will keep you company until I return. He's a fighter just like me, and just like you.
Jakob, clutching the wooden figure, had promised to be brave, his small voice trembling slightly. Otto had then enveloped him in a bear hug, the scent of wood smoke and leather filling Jakob's senses, a scent that would forever be etched in his memory, intertwined with the love for his father. Time in the midst of war became a distorted concept. Days blurred into weeks, weeks into months. The seasons changed, painting the landscape in hues of gold and crimson, then cloaking it in a mantle of white. Yet the war raged on, a relentless beast that devoured time and innocence with equal fervor. Jakob's mother, Greta, worked tirelessly, her once gentle hands now roughened by labor. She kept their small home running, her spirit unbroken despite the fear that gnawed at her heart. She clung to hope, drawing strength from Jakob's unwavering belief in his father's return.
They listened intently to the crackling radio, their hearts pounding with a mixture of dread and anticipation, hoping for news of the war's end, for news of Otto. Each night before sleep claimed them, Greta would recount stories of Otto's bravery and kindness, keeping his memory alive, nurturing the flame of hope in their hearts.
Winter descended upon the village, blanketing it in a thick layer of snow. The biting wind howled like a banshee, rattling the windows of their small cottage. The days grew shorter, the nights longer, amplifying the sense of despair that had settled over the village. One particularly bleak evening, a somber-faced soldier arrived at their doorstep, his face etched with fatigue and sorrow. He carried with him a letter bearing the official military seal. Greta's hand trembled as she read the words, her face draining of all color.
Otto was missing in action.
The news struck Jakob like a physical blow. The wooden soldier, clutched tightly in his hand, offered little comfort. His father, his hero, was gone. Or was he?
A spark of defiance ignited within Jakob's young heart. He refused to believe his father was gone. He would find him.
Fueled by a potent mixture of love and desperation, Jakob resolved to find his father.
I'll find you, father, I promise.
He confided in his wooden soldier, his voice filled with a determination that belied his tender years. He packed a meagre bag with a loaf of bread, a drawing of his family, and of course the wooden soldier. One cold, grey morning, while his mother was away working at the military hospital, Jakob slipped out of the house. He had overheard soldiers talking about a military camp located near the front lines. Armed with nothing but unwavering faith and the love for his father, Jakob embarked on his perilous journey.
I can do this, I have to.
He walked for days, the icy wind nipping at his face, his small legs aching with fatigue. He ate sparingly, his hunger overshadowed by his unwavering determination. The wooden soldier, his constant companion, seemed to grow heavier with each passing mile, a tangible reminder of the purpose that drove him forward. As dusk began to paint the sky in shades of purple and orange, Jakob stumbled upon a clearing in the woods. There, leaning against a gnarled oak tree, was a wounded soldier. His uniform was torn, his face pale with pain, his eyes filled with a haunted look. Despite his fear, Jakob's compassionate heart reached out to the fallen soldier.
Here, take some water and a piece of bread.
Thank you. I'm Thomas. I got separated from my unit during a battle. Been wandering these woods for days.
Jakob, remembering his father's stories of camaraderie and bravery, knew he couldn't leave Thomas to die. He helped him to his feet, his small frame straining with the effort, and together they slowly made their way deeper into the woods, seeking shelter for the night.
We'll find a safe place, Thomas, I promise.
After what felt like an eternity, Jakob spotted a faint glow in the distance. As they drew closer, the silhouette of a military camp emerged from the falling darkness. Jakob's heart pounded with a mixture of trepidation and hope. Could his father be here? He helped Thomas towards the camp, his legs heavy with exhaustion. A group of soldiers, alerted by their approach, rushed towards them. Among them, his face etched with worry and relief, stood Otto.
Jakob!
He cried, dropping to his knees, his strong arms enveloping Jakob in a hug so tight it took his breath away. Tears streamed down Otto's face, a mixture of joy and relief. The wooden soldier slipped from Jakob's grasp, falling unnoticed into the snow. At that moment, nothing else mattered but the feel of his father's arms around him.
Father, I found you. Oh, Jakob, my brave boy.
News of Jakob's arrival spread through the camp like wildfire. Soldiers hardened by battle were moved to tears by the boy's unwavering love and courage. They showered him with praise, their rough hands gently ruffling his hair. Thomas, reunited with his unit, thanked Jakob profusely, his voice thick with emotion.
Thank you, Jakob. You saved my life.
That night, nestled in his father's arms in a makeshift tent, Jakob recounted his perilous journey. Otto listened intently, his heart swelling with pride and gratitude. He realized that his son had not only gone looking for him, but had also displayed immense courage and compassion by helping Thomas.
You are the bravest soldier I know, Jakob. You are my hero.
As the flames of the campfire danced in the night, casting flickering shadows on the tent walls, Jakob knew that he was home. He was safe. He was loved. The war, with all its horrors, paled in comparison to the enduring power of love that bound him to his father.